Intellectually petty radio on the stereo. Don't compare us to anything, this a different scenario. We break records while we pushing the culture forward. Great music and big vibes right in that order.
And you are now tuned into another episode of Intellectually Petty Radio. I am your host, Jobs. I got my radio voice on today and shit. I got the boss in the building, so I'm trying to be super professional. Oh, anyway, we are brought to you by M3S3 Clothing. Men make moves and suckers stand still. And photos by Van here at nervedjsradio.com. Shout out to you and yours. And without further ado, we have the boss of all bosses. Not that dude in Florida, not that guy. I'm talking about the real boss, Janeah Davis, in the building. How you doing today?
Hey, how you doing, brother? I'm good. How are you today?
I'm doing great. I had to put my sexy super radio voice on and shit. Come on. Wait. Hold on, no. Where's the hat?
Where's the hat?
You a
Oh
hat?
man, you know what? Because I am rocking pink today, right?
That's what I need right there.
So let me rock my hat.
Right. Let me see the hoodie, because I know that's some. Who is that from? Oh, that's dope. Is that you?
No, this is actually a friend of mine. This is from his line. He has his own book, I Am My Life Coach, and this is a part of the apparel.
That's dope. That's
And
dope.
so this is one of the breast cancer editions. And so, yeah,
Well,
repping that pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
and I love the tatas. So shout out to him, and you know that's a dope ass hoodie though. How if we want to cop one of those, where would we get that from?
Um, it's invisiblecrown.com. Yeah, he has a little shop on there, and you know, I could give you more information
All right,
so
let
you
me
can
know.
link it up for your people because he really has. I have about 6 of his hoodies, and they have some great sayings on there. So yeah, he has some dope little slogans and things going on, different colors,
Okay.
all sizes, real nice line.
So why? What is it about small businesses that made you want to do boss conversations?
Just highlight them, give them another platform where they can talk about their journey, their growth, their business, what they're doing. I just don't see a lot of people highlighting small business owners, people who are just starting. And, a small business owner, somebody who takes that type of journey, who
Mm-hmm.
takes it upon themselves to really push themselves and discipline themselves to do that, I think deserves way more accolades than somebody who just stumbled upon fame by just going viral and like I think that those people deserve like their flowers because they need it the most. When you're in the trenches as a small business owner or an entrepreneur, it feels like nobody sees you and all the hard work that you're doing.
Oh my
So I
god.
just want to shine light on them.
Yeah. Ain't nobody looking. That shit. Like the most difficult thing is to get like the first 100 people to fuck with you. I
Yeah.
think after the first 100, it becomes, especially if you got something that people really buy into.
You know what's funny? On my Boss Conversations Instagram, you just reminded me. I was at like 99 followers for a long time, right? And it was just like pissing me off because I'm like, one more person can't follow me. I felt like people looked and was like, I'm not going to be that person. But so I put up a post that said, I have 99 followers and I have 99 problems, and one follower is one to get over that threshold. And I think like 24 more people follow me. So it was pretty cool. But yeah,
Wow,
that
I gotta
first
try that.
100 was hard.
because I've been struggling with the intellectually petty. Like somebody, I got hacked on my skin is my sin one, and I had like 3,000 plus, so I had to start over from scratch basically, and I'm at like 900 and something now. Ugh, it's just, and I'm not as dedicated, like my content, like I'm not that funny. I'm not, I'm not cute,
Oh, but
fat,
you
old,
doing
and
it.
bald. It just like I don't have it in me to make content every day. And then like I watch your page and your shit is like so fucking hilarious. Where you finding all this shit?
Sometimes it finds me. You know how you know how Instagram is just putting you all together, right? So my For You page, it just be crazy because they already know what I find sometimes it comes to me and sometimes I just find it, but I've always had a sense of humor. And I am the family member you don't want to sit next to at any function, even a funeral. I will probably have you unappropriately laughing at a funeral.
I've had some really inappropriate funeral conversations. I'm not gonna lie. Like I went to one funeral, and this is when we were younger, and me and my cousins sit in the back, like they hated this nigga. Why they acting like this? And then I seen a video the other day of some lady, her mother had died, and she pointing out people in the funeral, and she like, "You, I don't know why you here."
Okay, I saw that.
I had to
I love
tag my daughter
her.
and let them know, "Hey, you have freedom to do this when I die."
Is that what you did?
Oh, absolutely. And my middle
Because
daughter,
I texted to my oldest daughter, she's 24. I texted to her and I told her, this how I'm gonna need you to show up if the wrong people show up.
man, say it again, because my middle daughter is more boisterous verbally than the other two, and I'm like, yeah, I know she's gonna give people the business, and she was like, yeah, daddy, I got you. I'll be in the coffin rolling.
In the coffin, like, that's my baby.
Yo, so how long have you been doing boss conversations?
So my first interview was, I believe, January 10th of this year.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I'm on a break right now because I did run from January 10th to July and I got 47 interviews in and
Damn.
it was a lot. It was a lot, but I didn't really have structure because boss conversations, it wasn't something that I planned out. And I'm learning now
Mhm.
that God works in, mysterious ways because if I would have planned it out, it probably would have taken me a whole nother year because I would have been stuck on all kind of little intricate details and things.
You're
But
overthinking shit.
I just had a vision one day from God, and I was talking to one of my girlfriends. I used to live in Atlanta, and my major was theater, and film and video was my minor. And one of my girlfriends, who I went to college with, we used to host shows, and we were coming up with our own little show, and we did comedy, all kind of stuff. And I called her and told her about my vision. I said, "Would you let me interview you?" And she was like, "Yes." And we threw some clothes on and got on live, and it went from me just going live to actually building a platform and all of that. But since it wasn't anything that I like planned,
Mhm.
I've been learning as I'm going along.
So what are the biggest lessons you learned so far?
Consistency, you have to be consistent. That is a
Yeah.
huge lesson. It's one that all my bosses talk about, and I know it's the same in the podcast game. So consistency and being true to yourself. So I've never been one to be a fake person, and then I wear all my feelings on my sleeve. So if I was being
So
fake, you probably would still see it all on my face. So being true to yourself, because see, I'm a fool. I know I'm a fool, but I'm very intelligent. But I'm also
I wouldn't say a fool, just
more
hilarious.
like a class clown. Like I was the class clown in school. Like with Martin, like I was the class clown. Like the teachers might have sidebarred me, like, okay, not today, okay? We're not doing this today. We're not gonna do this.
I could totally see that happening.
And
But
so you have to learn when and where and how to do
Yeah.
things. But I also had to, when I started Boss Conversations, I wanted to be true to myself. Even though I'm talking to bosses, I'm still going to be me. Like, I'm not going to show up and be like, well, hello, this is Boss Conversations, and I'm Janeah Davis coming to you live. No, I'm
Yo,
not going
that
to
works
stuff
though. I
like
like
that.
that.
I'm going to be me. So being true to yourself and also just taking time for yourself. You still
Yo,
have
that's
to remember
huge.
you. You need
Yeah,
to take care of you.
yeah, yeah. And the consistency part, I've been doing this for years and I just can't seem to quit. And like this year has been like as far as like people actually picking up the phone and calling me and say, "Hey, I want to come." This has been that year. So like I haven't
Wow.
hit the, $1 million worth of game numbers as far as views, but as far as access, I'm in different rooms now.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm realizing like even though I've been doing this for so long, there's so much shit that I don't know. Like I just did my first live interview Tuesday. I'm listening back to it. I'm like, oh, that was horrible.
No.
And not them, but
I
me.
know the feeling. You you thought you critiqued the heck out of yourself.
Oh my god. And I hate the sound of my voice, so I very rarely listen to shows I've done. But I had no choice. This was new. I needed to listen to it, and oh my god, I'm fucking kicking myself. Like, what is your when you do you listen to you?
I
Do you
do.
what's the biggest
Listening
critique you have of you?
listening to me taught me more than not listening to me.
Mm,
Yeah, so like when I first started, I'm a very fidgety person. Like just period. I'm a very fidgety person. And so when I first started, I remember listening back to some of my interviews and hearing all this, you know. Okay, and so when I got the mic on, all that stuff is super loud. So I noticed when I switched from just using my phone to the mic that I had to be my tail still,
yeah.
and I also noticed how irritating it is to be doing this during the whole video on the camera. So um I do listen to myself. Funny you said what you said because I hate listening to myself too on playbacks. But I listen back to these interviews just to critique myself on things like what I just said, like posture and
Yeah.
making noises and breathing too heavy or things in the background, noises in the background that I can eliminate next time for
Yo,
those purposes.
I did not realize like I must have said keep it a buck 712 times Tuesday. Oh, I'm so fucking embarrassed. Like I don't even say that shit that much in real life. Like I'm not sure what like first off, I was nervous, which at this point I shouldn't be nervous, but it was completely out of my comfort zone. Typically,
Right.
it's just me and a microphone and I'm watching somebody on TV basically. So I kind of got control. I don't have much control when it's somebody sitting right there. It was a dope conversation. Everybody seemed to enjoy themselves except me. And when I get home, I'm like, oh my God, man. But, but I think I'll be okay because I learned a lot of shit. And so next time, like what you were saying, like I won't do certain things. I'll be a little bit more conscious of, okay, well, I can't, because I was laughing and then I'm moving all around where I need to keep shit kind of focused a little bit more. Hold on 1 second. We did that one. We did that one. We did that one. Oh, how many hats do you own? And, and where did the hat
Okay, so
from?
funny. That is a good question. Well, currently, I don't know the exact number, but currently I own over 30. So I have maybe about 35.
When when did the hat game start?
So, um, now I just started actually buying these hats myself like a couple years ago, and I really liked them when I started wearing them. And when I started the show, when I started Boss Conversations, it just so happened I happened to have a hat to go with the things that I was wearing at the time. And I wore a few of them. And certain people who know me personally was just, messaging me and hitting me up like, you got to keep it going with the hats.
You
And I was like,
do.
what? And they're like,
Yes.
you got to keep it going with the hats. And so I just started ordering more hats. I started finding hats and coordinating my hats with things that I have, and I love it.
I love the hats too.
Thank
Like,
you.
and I think as Black folks, we can all kind of we got some auntie or some grandma or some mama who went to church and wore the hell out some hats.
I'm telling you.
So we can all identify with that, and it makes you stand out because you don't see that very often.
Yeah. I'm
And
and now I'm the hat lady. People have a
yeah,
couple
but
of people that are like,
it
"Aren't you the
works
hat
for you.
lady?" And I'm like, "Oh, yes, I am."
It
Yeah.
works for you though.
Thank you.
Yeah, like I'm looking, I'm like, damn, like you, that is dope. I kind of want. What's the one? The second one is that camouflage?
Oh, this one right here?
Yeah.
No, it's like the cheetah print,
Oh.
but it's like a multicolor. Yeah.
You from
And
Chicago, right?
I'm looking for a camouflage one. Yes, I'm from Chicago.
You know you can get those made too.
I do. I do. And what's crazy is I have a cousin here who makes hats. And I really need to reach out to him to get a custom made hat because his hats are off the chain. Um, but
What
I
you
haven't
mean?
gotten one made yet, a custom one yet.
Like I don't understand that. Like he knows what you do. He should be reaching out to you respectfully and saying, "Hey, cuz,
Respectfully, though, I should be reaching out to him too. And I keep saying I'm going to reach out to him. So, you know, it goes both ways with us. I got to reach out to him. I
do
should
you
have
feel
reached out to
responsible?
him.
Do you feel responsible to family members that you know got to hustle?"
No, no, I don't.
Okay.
I don't feel responsible to them.
Mhm.
It's a no, a yes, and a no conversation. Okay. So when you're talking about family members, and hopefully if you are getting wiser in age, then you will know that just because a family member has a business doesn't mean that you have to be the person to promote their business. So there may be, when I started Boss Conversations, most of my beginning conversations were family members. The
Mhm.
first people I reached out to were family members who have businesses. But then you might have some family members where like,
They're not good business.
no, and I can't just be promoting and sending people
Right.
I know they're saying that this is a
They'll
trusted
take your
business.
$50 and keep your shit, not send
Now with him and his hats though, it took me too long to be like, this hat thing, I was just being me. And it
Right.
turned out to be a hat thing. And so I just recently, over the past couple months, have been thinking, because for some reason I hadn't been seeing him on my feeds. And
Mhm.
then I saw him on my feed and I'm like, why haven't you reached out to Cuz? What is wrong with you? So I have so many people that I know that do amazing things. And I'm saying this to some of you that may feel like, why haven't I reached out to you? I probably, have smoked those brain cells away. And I don't, I need to see you come up on my feed or something for me to be like, oh, because I be forgetting things. And I love you all, though. I love you all.
Well, my thing is like my family knows I've been doing this podcast for years. At this point, you tap in or you don't.
Right.
I'm not reaching out to you. I'm not going to invite you. If you do something, we related, hit me up. If not,
Yeah.
and don't just hit me up just to come on my show. If I don't fuck with you, you having a product doesn't make me want to fuck with you anymore.
Right.
You know, it
Right.
is what it is. You being us sharing the same blood doesn't give you priority. Now if one of my kids want to come on the show, well, yeah, that's different. But my 17th cousin down the line that I ain't talked to since the first family reunion, nah, bro, it's
And also, I'm sure if you've been doing it this long, If they was gonna support you by now, they would have supported you. So it's only so many. It'd be a handful if you got that many of
Yeah,
family members that'll really support you.
yeah,
So I'm not looking for my family to elevate me in what I'm doing, because the tribe that you attract, they go hard for you. You know what I'm
fact.
saying? And your tribe could be a little bitty tribe. Your tribe could be 5 to 10 people. And it's okay, because they're gonna be some loyal 5 to 10
Fact.
people.
Yep.
And they're gonna put other people on, and it's gonna get better, and it's gonna grow. Because if you can get 5 to 10 people to be loyal to you, you can
Mm,
get 5 to 10,000 people to be loyal to you. You
facts.
just have to be consistent,
Yep.
and it's gonna come to you. And
I've seen it.
grow. Don't
Yes.
be consistent in the same space.
Yeah.
I don't want to look at you and see what I saw when you first started, and then come back in 7 months and you're in the same space, place, and no, we want to see you grow.
Oh my God. And people cheer for you when you're not even paying attention. You'd be surprised. Like I've looked up and somebody sent me $20. I didn't ask nobody to send me $20. They just sent me 20. Hey, yo, I fucked with you. You know I've been fucking with you for years. Here. I just want to contribute.
So,
And those be the moments where I just be kicking myself. I'm tired of doing this shit. I ain't made a fucking dime. Blase spleet. The whole conversation. And
right.
then you get a phone call from somebody, or somebody texts you, hey, I got X, Y, and Z. And it makes you, every now and then, I guess God gives you a glimpse of the greatness to come.
Especially right when you're ready to give up, right when you're ready to like say,
Yeah.
I'm tired of this. I
Oh
can't.
my God. Doing shit not getting paid for a long ass time is brain numbing. And man, it's like life disrespectful. Like, man,
That's like why I had to take a break with Boss Conversations, and I had some coaching by a wonderful coach, Miss Tara Lynn Michelle is her name.
mhm,
But I had some wonderful coaching by her, and she put some stuff in perspective for me. And I'm like, yeah, let me pop out these seasons, because I just don't want to just go, go, go. Because when you're not getting paid for it, it's draining, and it takes a lot of energy and time.
yeah. I mean, you haven't even been doing it a year though. I've been at this shit like 7 years.
Yeah,
And I'm
it's a
just
lot.
now like seeing a couple of dollars.
Mm,
And to keep it honest, like I really just started taking it like serious maybe 2 years ago.
okay.
And so now, like my contact list is I can reach out to some people. And they go back. I don't know why from day one I've always been lucky enough to just attract people with quote unquote names. And so they can go back and see the resume and say, okay, well, you had X, Y, and Z on this show. I can fuck
Right.
with you. I don't care if you got two people following you. For whatever reason, there's something about you that that person decided to be on your show. You got that in spades. Like it's something about you that is just engaging.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
I
I
can't
think
be the
it's
first person that says
favor. It has to be favor because, you know, I do. When I reach out to people, it's not many people that I've said, I don't think anybody's ever told me no, but I've had people not show up. Um, but I don't take those as no's. I just take it as it was not right timing. But
that. Really? You don't
I'm
get pissed?
I definitely got pissed the first time, but I didn't get pissed after the first time, because I was like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for this shit. So I'ma just have to know, like, one thing it taught me is to just say, if they ain't tapped in by this time,
Call
just
it a
go on
wrap.
about your day.
Yes.
No, just go on about your day. Just go on
Yes.
about your day.
Yes.
Because if they wanted to let you know they was gonna be late or not gonna be there, whatever, da 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 da, okay. But then I don't go live like this anymore.
Mhm.
I used to go live on the spot, but when you're supposed to go live on the spot and somebody doesn't show up,
It's ugly.
It's ugly. And that happened to me once, and then I didn't know like what to say or what to do because I was like, so that taught me that I need to have something to say and to be able to run it on my own.
Mhm.
But then I started just pre-recording the show. So if somebody doesn't show up for a
Nobody
pre-recorded
knows.
show, we got time to either do it again or for me to get somebody else.
Yeah, yeah. And see, like for me, like I just started doing this on Nerve DJs Radio. I don't know, in August, which is like as far as reach, it's a big deal. So I don't have a choice as far as the whole live thing. And thus far, I've had one person kind of not show up, and I knew in enough time to prepare to do something because this ain't. I've had people not show up over the years a lot of times.
Hmm.
Now I ain't gonna name them names, but I've only had a couple people that just flaked and said "fuck you" and didn't even give me nothing. You know, which is like fuck you. That's some disrespectful shit. Like if you're not
Right.
gonna show, I'm not mad at that. You got a life, shit happens. I understand.
Right.
But for you to show and disappear and ghost a motherfucker, I'm not trying to date you. It was just fucking interview. All you had to do is say
Okay.
it's not that deep. It's hey, bruh, you know what? I don't like you no more. Whatever the case is, I don't want to come on your little ass show. Fuck you. Say something. Give me the dignity to be an asshole to me.
Come on now.
But you do what you gotta do, and you like you say the first time, oh, I was so fucking heated. I wanted to go on, just rip their ass. Oh, so and so just but that's not good for business. And you never know what a person is going through.
And so that's okay. Now that is why it taught me something because I didn't hear for that brother for like 3 months, right?
Mm.
He was locked up.
Oh,
Okay. And he got locked up like the day before we was supposed to do the show. So and look, I was really heated because he was we was doing a lot of communication and he was like seemed like he was really excited about coming on the show.
yeah.
But then he wind up just no show, no responses or whatever. So a few months later,
You wasn't
like
about
as
to waste that
soon as he
call.
got out, he messaged me and he was like, "Sus," and I was like, "Oh, see." It taught me a lesson though. It taught me like not to just jump to conclusions.
Yeah.
I assumed he just ghosted me, but he didn't. So after that, I was like, hey, just always plan for the worst.
Oh my. So when did you start recording as opposed to going live? Like when did that take place?
Mm, I think around in March.
And what you using? You use StreamYard?
No, I use Restream. Restream.
You know what? I use both, and I know it's a waste of money. Don't ask me why I do this shit. But I never really considered going live straight through Restream.
Mm, yeah. I was
Hmm.
going live through Restream on all the platforms.
Hmm.
So I go live. So now I go live on Boss Conversations Facebook page, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, and YouTube all at one time.
I mean, how do you go live on LinkedIn? I never
You,
really.
I'll say what once you're able to go live, you have to get like 150 followers or something like that
Oh,
to be able to go live on LinkedIn. And so now I can go live on LinkedIn. So I also do go live and stream my interviews on LinkedIn as well.
they probably. I got a horrible mouth though. They probably would kick me off of LinkedIn. Like I'm suspended on YouTube, right? I mean, not YouTube, but Facebook right now. At least until I think I'm suspended till like 10:30 tonight.
That's why I took Boss Conversations to YouTube because I kept getting put in Facebook jail, reported all kind of stuff, and so
Well,
I took it
you
to
worse than
YouTube,
me.
and also I stream on my website on bossconversations.com. So whatever interview I have going on is always live on there as well. So people can go on there. They can go in my link tree in my YouTube and it plays in a link tree. They could tap right there on link tree and they could watch my interview there. They could tap on it and go to YouTube or just watch it in the link tree. So I try to make it as easy as possible for people to get to it. Even though I don't have a lot of views, I don't have a lot of followers. I don't know. First of all, I'm not no spring chicken, okay? And trying to learn all these damn different platforms and all this stuff. And like I said, I wasn't planning on doing all this to begin with. So now I had to learn how to do reels. I had to
Oh,
learn how to, I didn't know how to do reels. I didn't know how to do anything.
it's just
So
such a headache.
all of it, and then to get everything streamlined together. But now I do have it like that, and so I'm so proud of myself. I built my own website. I love my website. I like the way I have it set up. All my interviews are on there, all of the flyers. I make a
You
unique
do that.
flyer for each interview, so all of their little whatever their logo color scheme is what I use for their flyers. So I have all that on my website. And I want anybody who is listening who just has ideas on wanting to do something to just do it, okay? Because all the things that I have now was never in my vision in the beginning.
Mm.
But I just learned and I followed people. I was up all night following people, going to their sites, they're seeing what they have, what you click and get, and learning how to utilize all these tools. And but
'Cause I'm way lazier than you are.
you gotta just get out there and learn it,
Yeah,
do
and
it.
the whole website thing, like, I made a website, it's pretty sure it's just, I got a picture on there, though. And but so so if somebody wants to reach out to you to be on the show, how they go about doing that?
They can go to bossconversations.com, and on the contact tab, you guys can send me a message there. You can go to Boss Conversation on Facebook. It's a business page. You can send a message there. On Instagram, I am boss underscore conversations. You could DM me there. Either one of those avenues, I'll respond to you and get the messages.
What's a no for you? Like, what type of business can hit you up and you're like, "Nah, bro, I'm cool."
There isn't a no, because
Really?
whoever is a no to other people, I definitely want them, because your taste is not my taste. You're not, somebody gonna like it. Somebody gonna like it. Whether they just secretly liking it and I want to tell the whole world, somebody gonna like it. So, well, I'm sorry, hold on. If you beating bitches, then we can't do that. Can't do that one. Anything else, I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? If we got to roll up in a strip club, you can hit me up too. But none of that old
Oh
kinky
my
stuff.
god, you are wow. Where you from? Chicago? What side?
South side.
That explains a lot.
But I spent a lot of time in Atlanta. I went to high school in Atlanta, so
Okay.
I got a lot of that in me too. I ain't even gonna lie. I went to high school and college in Atlanta,
What college you
uh,
go to?
Georgia State.
Look at you. Wow. So what did you end up doing with that degree though?
First of all, I didn't get it,
Oh,
okay? Because I'm crazy. I didn't finish the whole freaking major, but at Georgia State you had to have a second major or a minor in film and video. I didn't finish that one. So I'm sitting over here with 106 credit hours. I'm probably the craziest story. 106 credit hours and I don't have my degree because I got a job as a flight attendant and I said, I'm just going to fly for a couple months and then I'm going to go back to school.
that's a good job though.
I got a job as a flight attendant, and I was like, "School, what, bitches? I'm traveling all over the world. Going back to school for what?"
Oh my god.
So yeah,
What is wrong with you?
crazy. That's something wrong with me. I was dropped somewhere, okay? Because So now I'm like, do you want to go back for that degree? No. I mean, like, I don't even know what difference it would really make for me. Because I'm paving my own lane and I know I'm going to ride this bitch all the way out. And I don't think a degree is going to make a difference.
You smile a lot. That's what's all of that. That's the important thing right there.
Yes.
Like
You
that, people overlook that shit. Like I don't give a fuck what you do. Like it's some janitors out there that smile every fucking day,
don't you? And you love to see them.
and some CEOs out there that's miserable every fucking waking moment. And
Yeah.
all that money. When people say, and I really kind of hate to hear when rich people be like, "Oh, it's not the money." Yeah, well, it's really not. Although when you got problems, money helps. You know, like you can be crazy and broke and crazy and rich, and well, you can afford to get somebody to listen to your crazy when you're rich. You broke, you just have to talk to yourself. Although
Yeah.
I talk to myself quite frequently
Me
and I
too.
answer.
I talk to all five of myself. Them bitches be having whole conversations in my head. I definitely talk to myself. I had to calm them down because they be, yeah.
I don't understand when people be like, well, long as you don't respond, you okay. I'm like, why would I ignore me?
Come
I'm the best
on.
fucking conversation I'm gonna ever get. And I'm always right.
Oh my God, I've never thought about that.
Yes, I'm like, I'm not arguing with me. Yes, I'm right. I'll say some shit. Oh, you know what? You are right. Of course I am, because it's me.
Right.
You know? So when you gonna start back up?
The last Wednesday of this month.
Who you got coming up?
So I had a couple people. I got a couple chefs coming up. I have um couple independent artists. So I have another aspect of Boss Conversations that I'm working on called Boss Entertainment.
Hmm.
And so I will be running that on Fridays.
Okay.
And so that's going to have its own spin. And so with that, I'm going to be talking to independent artists and people in the music industry. So some people that are ARs, some
Hmm.
artists, and things of that nature. So yeah, I'm trying to full throttle November on
Okay.
for a 12-week span. And then we're going to take another break and come out with another season. So this will be season 2. So I have to work out transferring everything I already have into a season.
Yeah, I don't know. I can probably help you out with getting some people. I don't know shit about that. I've never even just figured it. I just keep going. Like I've got 700 shows or some shit like that. It's ridiculous. I never even went from one season to a next, and
And I admire you. I admire you guys that could do that because it's a lot of time, it's a lot of work.
God, you know what? I just can't, I'm not wired to quit. Like I quit a job in a minute. I don't give a fuck. But that's working for somebody else. I'm not wired to quit on me.
Okay. I
You know.
got you on that. Mhm.
And one day my daughter was like, I'm proud of you that so late in life you decided you found something that worked for you and you don't give up. And now they kind of see some of the plugs I got and some of the shit that I be into, and they be like, oh, okay, okay, the old man, he's doing all right. You know, so at some point I'll be able to call and be like, yeah, this is Jay-Z on line one. Tell that nigga I came
Right. It pays off. The work pays off.
It does. You know what?
Yeah.
Talent is irrelevant. It's the grind. If you willing to keep grinding, at some point you're gonna hit oil.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's niggas out there to do better interviews. It's more engaging people. Somebody out there that looks better than me, smells better than me, sexier than me, but they ain't gonna work like me.
And they not you. they don't have the sauce that you have. You know, we all have our own sauce. Some of that shit bland as hell. Some
Yeah.
of it got a little bit of flavor. Some of it spiced up. Some of it hot as fuck. You know, like everybody got different sauce. They don't have your sauce. They
Oh,
can't copy your
I'm like
sauce.
one tick above Karen.
You know, and hey, what I'm not gonna give up on myself either, and that's probably the only thing that's gonna just keep me going with boss conversations because I'm the same as you. Like I will take so much, and I'll be like, I'm out. Like I'm not about to stay here. I've never no just been miserable at a job. I'm not gonna do it. Plus, I like to hustle and make my own money and time and schedule and things like that. So
Mhm.
working for myself, it's been
Oh,
beautiful because I've been attached to other people, helping other people do things, and it's good to see other people elevate. But when you see other people elevating and you're not elevating, you're doing a disservice
yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
And so I had to start servicing myself. And when I started servicing myself in all kind of ways, no, that was just I started servicing myself, things got brighter.
I bet they did.
They got brighter. I got happier. Because I know how to take care of me.
Oh
And
my
so business, you know, this is me.
oh my God. I swear. So let me ask you this. Have you ever had somebody on the show and they did absolutely nothing? They didn't post a flyer, they didn't tell nobody, they just show up and feel like you are blessed that I have given you my presence for 30 minutes or so.
Yep.
And after the show, it's even worse.
Hmm.
Like, do you ever say anything to them?
No, I say stuff to myself. I give myself a mental note, let myself know, okay, that's the energy they have for you, towards you. So make sure you adjust your energy that you have for them and towards them, and you make a mental note. Because sometimes people will see you like even now, let me say, okay, when I started Boss Conversations, even my personal Instagram page was only about 2,000 followers, right?
Mhm.
So within the past couple of months, I've gone viral on my Instagram page. So now I'm at 21.6 thousand. Okay.
Look at you, you
So
fancy.
it's certain people who did act a certain kind of way, but I always said to myself, you just remember who was Gucci with you. So when you get to where you're going, because God already told you going, right? So when you get to where you're going, now check this out, y'all. That could be 10 years from now. That could be 8 years from now. He ain't told me when, but he told me I'm going. So when I get there, I'm gonna remember who did what and who treated me like what. And that's the same energy they will always get from me. They're gonna get that type of energy. I'm not gonna go out my way for them, but it's some other people who always share my stuff. It's other people who always like my stuff. It's other people who always comment, who just go watch the video long enough to give me the credit for the watch on YouTube.
And
So
they
for
don't have
me,
all the
that's
love.
who I focus on.
Yeah.
I focus on the ones who do it because the ones who don't, they don't need my energy in no way.
Okay, but let me ask you this. What's the pettiest thing you've done? Show or not show, just super petty.
Oh, I can keep petty. Oh, what is the pettiest thing that I've done? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't know.
I don't want you to incriminate yourself because that look right there was like, ooh, them tires I slashed. I ain't gonna bring those up.
They might not know I was the one that did it at this point, so I might not be able to talk about my petty. Okay, sometimes no, I
Oh,
don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
oh,
Crazy.
oh my goodness. Oh yeah. I tell you, this has been one of the most enjoyable conversations I've had in
I'm enjoying it as
the
well.
whole
I'm
time
trying to behave myself.
well, I don't really care about that. Like, like I watch the shit you post. I need that, so I mean,
Bro, I am so let me tell you something, you motherfuckers. If y'all keep reporting me, I'm so tired of these
whoa,
sensitive
whoa,
ass
whoa, whoa, whoa,
people.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't say y'all, because I ain't reporting shit.
I know I'm talking to them out
I
there.
be about to lose my damn job. Hey
I
man,
know, right?
shit
You
is
you
work.
you in jail too yourself over there in Facebook jail, so you can't. No,
Yeah.
it's these people that keep on getting so sensitive about my posts and reporting me. I have sent Instagram about 15 reports and messages over
Mhm.
the past 2 weeks because everything they
You
keep
know,
reporting me.
you get to a point where you right there and they know it. And I don't even know if it's actually people. I think it is the system
Right.
that is saying, you know what, we want you to go further, but we want you to go further on our terms. Like look at Boosie's page for a sec, and Boosie is like he posts some way out there shit sometimes. However, dude is hella entertaining, but they
Yes,
don't
it
want
is.
him to do certain shit, and that's why every 3 weeks it's Boosie and my mama page, or Boosie and I just had to turn the corner page. And he's got to do another page time after time after time after. At what point do we say, as Black folks who really are the heartbeat of social media, get our own shit or support fan base? Are you familiar with fan base?
No.
What is it? Isaac Hayes the third, brother from Atlanta, I believe.
Oh, I
Start,
know. I know Isaac Hayes the third.
started his own social media. It's called fan base. He's having a difficult time. Oh, I won't say a difficult time because I think he's getting some traction. But
Fan base.
yeah, you would think he's got his own app. It's actually pretty dope. I'm signed up. It's a little, and I hate to like talk shit about like our people shit, but some of the things I find I'm old, so maybe it's just me. It's just a little difficult for me, you know. But like, why isn't that Facebook for us and Twitter for us? Like, I don't get it. Like and it's not like he didn't put a shitload of money into this. It's a phenomenally looking platform. Does everything that the other platforms do. We just haven't transferred our energy there completely. Why do you think that is?
I have no idea. It's the same thing with Black Planet. I loved Black Planet. And if we would have stuck on there the way we came on Facebook, that would be just as big as, if not bigger than Facebook. I hope that we can find a way to elevate his platform in that way. But I think it's because some of us are so there aren't many of us that are actually conscious of the
Yeah.
social issues, statues, and things that are going on in the world. And so, with that being said, it's not even enough of us that's conscious enough to understand why going over there and not continuously elevating TikTok and Instagram is important.
Yeah.
And so, until we get enough that can go over there, there are too many people eating over here. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so, um, if I can go live on these platforms and people could just keep buying badges and tokens and all that stuff, and I can make money and I'm feeding my family right here just in the house doing whatever. Man, I was on TikTok one night, couldn't sleep, 3 o'clock in the morning, and this girl, all she does is she got a whole bunch of cleaning solutions next to the sink, and she got these little like smiley face, scrubby sponges, and the people pay $5 Okay, they cash up her $5, and then they choose whether she do Comet or she'll do the purple Lysol or whatever, and just run the water and wash the sink out and squeeze the squeegee and then rinse it out and do that again all night.
What?
And she had a whole get fucking list of people. Like she's like, Tom, I got you next. Just think about what you want. Let me show you again what we got over here. Okay, Susie, I got you. I got your
Was she
five.
naked or something?
Huh?
Was she naked?
You don't see her. You only see her hands. You don't see no part of her body. All you see is the sink and the cleaner solutions. I said, well, damn.
Why I
I'm in
can't
the
find out?
wrong
I'm like,
game.
good damn, you are you serious?
I'm serious. Like, I'm serious. And then I saw, because I watched that too long, I guess. Yo, I was sitting here 15 minutes still watching this shit. First, it was like I couldn't believe it. Then I was like, this is oddly satisfying. But I didn't pay her $5. I promise I didn't. I did it. But I guess because I watched it too long, another one came up yesterday, another chick doing it. But she wears cute gloves.
It's
And
some
so if you can
what?
get paid to do something like that, it's people just doing all kind of random stuff on TikTok. They're getting paid to write your name in a little hieroglyphics thing.
Yo,
And
you know the weirdest shit that I have seen
it's crazy.
is people buying used panties.
Yep. And they say the dirtier the better.
Yes.
And pictures of dirty feet.
Like what?
Do you know it's a whole app that's just like OnlyFans but for feet?
No. Dirty feet though. Like damn, you don't
That's
even
one of
want
the
to.
categories, dirty feet. Yep, I signed up, y'all. I'm not gonna do the dirty feet section, but these little piggies might get up on that mother because I got some cute toes, and they had said that they was paying for them toes. About to rub some honey on these bitches or something, but I'm in the wrong field. Okay.
It is some wild ass people out here. Like, oh my god. Like
They
people
probably will
paying.
pay a lot if I let my dog lick the honey off my toes, wouldn't they?
I
Think they would pay
actually
a lot
don't
for that
doubt
one.
that. Like you gotta advertise that and see what the price is.
It's
You know
crazy.
what? Make them bid on that part.
It
Yo,
is crazy out here.
yo, I'm not. We only got an hour. Damn, that shit is just about up. Man, this has been one for the ages. You definitely got to come back. And hey, if there's anything that I can do to help you on your journey, please, please, please,
Yeah, you
don't
could come
hesitate to
on
reach
on Boss Conversations and we could do it again.
Oh my
Yes,
god, you
sir.
just let me know when. Let me get that little next wave, and I'm
Right.
in
Get in
there.
this next wave. I got you, brother. I
And I
got you.
ain't wearing no socks or nothing. Bring some comments.
Hey, them ladies like them toes too now.
Oh,
Look, you can put them toes on the screen. We'll put your cash app up there. Let them ladies know.
they be paying me to get a pedicure or something because my shit beat. Is there anything you want to tell people before we dip? Anything you got like a special saying or anything like that?
I just want to tell you guys to, as I said earlier, be true to yourself, live in the moment, give yourself grace. I always say this, give yourself grace. Like, whatever you're going through, is it the first time you went through it? And if it is, then why should you be a pro at it? You know what I'm saying? So if you fail, if you get hurt, if you fall, just get back up and give yourself grace and do better next time. So treat yourself kind, treat others kind, but at the same time, fuck them if they not treating you kind, but treat yourself kind. Always treat yourself kind. That's about it.
And yo, I'm fucking with you with the accountability shit. I'm trying to do the same thing myself. I just do it in anonymity. I think I said that right. It's not working. Oh my god, I'm still fat, and I'm trying.
Keep trying.
Yeah, get on my little bike every day. And
I'm on day 22 of my 30 days. So even though I haven't been posting, I'm gonna have to drop like 5 videos because I have been recording, but I'm on day 22 of my 30 days.
oh wow, how's it working though? Is it working?
Oh my God, it's working. I feel so good. I feel
Oh,
so good. And the inches are coming off, but I feel good. I'm breathing better. I had COVID in May, and so it get asthma, all that. So I'm breathing a lot better.
good. All right, that's what's up. Yeah, because I still can't tie my shoes half the time.
One of my weight loss goals to be able to tie my shoe and breathe at the same time.
Oh my god, you gotta hold your breath. I know oh my god, I'm working on it. Anyway, it has been an incredible honor to have you on the show.
Thank you for
And
having me.
been watching you for a minute, have enjoyed every second of it. Um, truly humbled that you agreed to come on the show. So I want to say thank you.
Thank
Oh,
you.
and
You're
if
welcome.
nobody else tells you today, I am absolutely proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I really appreciate you letting me come on here. I hope I haven't offended any of your audience.
Fuck them.
Right.
Yeah, they'll report me again. It is what it is.
Right, right, right.
On that note, we're gonna tap out and get up out of here. You have a phenomenal day, and please let me know when I can come grace Boss Conversations.
I will, brother. I'll be hitting you up. You guys have a good night. Peace.
And you know what? I still got time to do a commercial because I completely forgot I was supposed to do that shit like halfway through the show. Ah, you hilarious, though. Peace, Queen. Have a good one. All right, let me get to this commercial real quick.
Stop trusting your cousin with your footage. If you need greatness, contact greatness at photosbyven@gmail.com. Or you can get a brother a call at 1-862-500-1532.
And all right, my bad. Oh, let me get that back off. All right. Wow. I don't think I've laughed that much in a long ass time. Shout out to that queen. Shout out to Boss Conversations. Do me a favor. Go to Instagram and check her out at boss_conversations. Also, Janeah HD, Nancy EAHD, and tap in and show some respect because she has absolutely earned it. And for all the small businesses that she's already supported and that she will continue to support, shout out to you. If there's anything that I can do personally for you, please don't hesitate to reach out and say something. Shout out to M3S3 Clothing. Shout out to NerveDJsRadio.com. Please go tap in and download the app. And shout out to Photos by Van. On that note, I'm out. Y'all have a good one.